Hello and welcome back to my Childlock series, where my League playtime is restricted by my child's schedule. I'm only able to actively complete tasks while he's asleep, and I'll be AFK skilling while he's awake. With static point targets for ranking up and relics that boost the AFK grind, this league is really catering to those with busy lives. But how far can these benefits take us? Can a full-time mum like me achieve the Dragon Cup? There's only one way to find out. Let's get into it. Hello, it is Monday morning, the baby is asleep, and I am finishing off a Custodian Stalker Slayer task. I now have the level for the Kraken boss, so once this task is done, we're going to go and see if we can get a Kraken task from Steve, so that we can complete some more Demonic Pact tasks. Okay, that's the task complete. Let's teleport over to the Stronghold and see what tasks we can get. And of course, the Kraken isn't there. There is a task for an Abyssal Whip, so let's go with Abyssal Demons instead. Alright, 19 kills in and we get our first Unsired. Let's go hand this in. A Bludgeon Claw, nice, and that is a task. 25 million XP and a combat skill complete. Okay, we're going to end there for the night. We shall try something new tomorrow. Alright, we're going to take a break from the Abyssal Sire this morning and do some Zalcano instead. There are a few different tasks related to Zalcano, including some KC related tasks and also obtaining the rare drops. So we'll stay here until at least 100 KC, and if we get a rare drop on the way, then that'll be great. So a PSA for anyone wanting to complete the Zalcano combat achievements and they have Soul Harvest, turn that shit off. It prevents the Spurned Hero combat achievement from completing. Ooh, Dragonstone. I believe there's a task for creating a Dragonstone amulet, so that's perfect. So the baby's awake, the system update is about to happen, and this is a great kill count to end on. Nice. Alright, we've got everything we need to create this Dragonstone amulet. Let's do that now. Add the string. And that's a task complete. Alright, baby is asleep. Let's get back into Zalcano. 9 more to go, and then we're done with Zalcano for the meantime. There we go, defeated Zalcano 100 times. We are done for now. We can come back later for the rare drops if we really want them. So as you can see, I've just been completing some clues, but the baby's awake. So I need to go and do something AFK, and I'm not far off from unlocking the final relic. So I'm going to set my character to fish some sacred eels, so that when I'm back later, I can dissect them and complete that task, which should knock me over into the final relic. And just like that, we have completed the task. 250 sacred eels dissected, which has also unlocked our tier 8 relic. So for the tier 8 relic, we've got a choice of 3. First is Flask of Fervor. This is very similar, I think, to Last Stand in previous leagues. So hit points will be restored to full, prayer will be restored to full, special attack energy restored to full, and then triggers 3 explosions which deal 60% of your base prayer level to all enemies within 3 tiles of you as typeless damage. The second is Minion, so it's like a thrall, lasts for 30 minutes, it will attack targets with whatever style it's weakest to. It will also pick up loot for you, which is quite useful. Last is Executioner. So this is the Sage's Axe, and basically it will execute your enemy if they're below 20% hit points. So I think I'm going to go with Minion, as I think this will be the best for my setup, as it will really help enhance the AFK Slayer grind. So now we've got our minion, we can head back to the Abyssal Sire. Try and get a couple more unsired drops. And then hopefully move on to the Kraken afterwards. Alright, kill number 41. We have our second unsired. Let's go and trade this one in. This time we get a Bludgeon Axon. Building up the pieces for the Abyssal Bludgeon. So I think I want to stay here until I get one last unsired, because whatever we get next is going to be a task complete. Because these kills are taking quite a long time. So if I were to get a Kraken task, I think there are at least 2, maybe 3 tasks that are demonic pacts that are related to Kraken. So being able to go and kill Kraken means more demonic pacts, which makes me stronger in the long run. Hey, there it is. The unsired. That's the last one we're going to get from this task for now. Let's go hand it in and see what task we're able to complete. Alright, let's sacrifice this. And we get the Bludgeon Spine. Alright, that's all the pieces we need for the Abyssal Bludgeon. Let's go get the third piece and construct this. Alright, we've given all the pieces to the Overseer. It's given us the Abyssal Bludgeon. Let's grab the book for future use, just in case. And wield the bludgeon for a task completion. So I think I'm going to complete this task at the Abyssal Demons themselves, because a whip is a task itself, and one of the Kraken tasks is to equip an Abyssal Tentacle. So I might as well go and grind out the whip so I can complete those 2 tasks. And with the boosted drop rates, a whip is 1 in 102 drop rate. I've got 147 Abyssal Demons to go, so I should be able to get that within the remainder of my task. So we are now officially 2 times the drop rate. We have finished the Abyssal Demon task. So now I am continuing to kill them to try and get this Abyssal Whip. So I've popped up the loot tab so that you can follow along with the kill count until we get the Abyssal Whip. And it would probably be good if I could display the mouse for you. There it is. Just realised that had been off this whole time. Okay, let's get this whip. Oh, thank goodness, finally. Oh, it gave me a fright. Okay, 318 kills for 1 Abyssal Whip. And back to back. What? I wait, 307. I think that was, yeah, 317 kills. I got that one. And then 318 kills. I got another one. You can't make this shit up. Fuck me. So let's put the 2 whips into the bank. Take one back out and equip it for the task completion. We've just got 90 prayer from all of the soul shards, so we're now going to complete the restore 90 prayer points at a altar in Tyrannin. There we go. And let's pop that demonic pact into some prayer penetration. Nice. Alright, Steve, give me the Kraken. That is not a Kraken task. Alright, take 2. Come on, Steve. Kraken, please. Hey, there we go. Cave Kraken boss. Perfect. I'd like to slay 200 of those, please. Thank you very much. Woohoo! 16 kills in, and we get the Trident of the Seas. Perfect. So I completely forgot to pick the Demonic Pact for when I killed the Kraken 50 times. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to pop this into the pact that restores 2 health and 2 prayer points whenever an attack deals 0 damage while wearing a shield or offhand. Alright, we're making progress. We now have a Kraken tentacle. Alright, I think I'm going to leave it there. I've got the items I need. For now, I've got a Trident of the Seas and I've got a Kraken tentacle. And I have completed the Kraken combat achievements as well. So it's a good place to stop, and we can go and work towards going to Thermi soon. So let's equip the Trident of the Seas. Task complete. Pop the tentacle on the whip. Yes, I know I won't get the whip back. I've got 2 of them, don't you know? Another task complete. Brilliant. Let's choose what we're going to pop those 2 demonic pacts onto. So I think here I'm going to select some more prayer penetration. And I think now that I have the Trident of the Seas, I'd quite like to have a go at speeding up the casting of powered staves. So let's select that as well and have some fun. Alright, so now we're done with Kraken. I'm going to go and kill Hespori for a bit. I planted the seed, the Hespori seed a while back, and I completely forgot to come back and actually kill it. So let's kill Hespori and see if we get the Echo Orb at the end of it. Okay, kill 1 down and we get the Echo Orb. Perfect. First kill. Alright, first kill of the Echo Hespori down. It was a little bit rough to start with. I think I died about 3 times. But that is 1 kill done and 2 Echo bosses now defeated. So I have another Demonic Pact to spend. I'm going to pop this one onto a bit more prayer penetration. I'd like to go to Demonic Gorillas at some point. So getting through prayer is going to be pretty good when I go there. But we're going to leave it there for tonight. We've achieved a lot today. So we might as well leave something for us to do tomorrow. Ooh, a dragon fruit tree seed. I believe that is a task as well to grow one in Catherby. So that is perfect. Ready for that task when it comes. Hey, we got it. Nature's Recurve Bow at kill count 10. So that is 2 echo items now equipped, which is another task complete. Alright. Cancelling that task. Let's get something new. Black Demons. There we go. I did want to go do Demonic Gorillas, so let's do 200 of those. Hey, there's our first drop. We've got some Ballista Limbs. And a Zenite Shard. Fantastic. Uncut Zenite created. And yes, I did forget that after Monkey Madness 2, you don't need to go and collect all of the items to make the Gree, and you don't need to travel through the dungeons to go get it created either. But no one needs to know that, right? It's all good. So let's cut the Zenite and make a bracelet and enchant it to make the Tormented Bracelet. And of course, equipping the bracelet is a task. And it also grants a demonic pact. So let's select that pact. Here I'm gonna choose the pact that regenerates runes when charges from a powered stave are used. So I want to see how often the healing occurs and whether it's sustainable, like the healing from the elemental staffs. I imagine it's not quite as powerful, but it could be useful in some situations. So the healing from the fast power staff is not quite as powerful, but it helps. And we've got ourselves a ballista spring. And we've got a monkey tail. I think that is one of the more rare items for the ballista. So having got that is amazing. So we're going to take a quick break from the demonic gorillas as we're not far off the adamant cup. So we're just going to get some quick points to tip over into that rank, and then we'll go back to demonic gorillas. So first of all, I'm going to call my butler, grab the resources from him, and get some levels in fletching. So that should get us to level 98. So that's an extra level or 2. And then we're going to go grab some resources and get our construction level up. That's currently our lowest skill, and we can get some base levels out of this grind as well. So that is base level 60, base level 70, and finally total level 2100, which bumps us over into the adamant rank. Getting into adamant rank means that we're about halfway to the Dragon Cup. So we're at 32,000 points. The Dragon Cup is at 65,000 points. So we're about 500 points away from being at the halfway mark. That's really great news, as at this moment in time, we are about a week away from being halfway through the league. So we're making good progress. So we did go back to the demonic gorillas, but we didn't get any more unique drops. So task has been completed. We're going to move on now to the Gauntlet. But before we go, we need to reset the demonic pacts so we can have a build that's going to work well within the Gauntlet. Currently, we're utilizing all the elemental spells, but within the Gauntlet, you can't use elemental spells, and it's a powered staff that we're using. So we need to make a demonic pact build that's going to utilize the powered staff build. So the first part of this build is to gain health and prayer from our regeneration, get the attack speed from the powered staff, and then generate water and air runes when charges are used. So within the Gauntlet, the powered staff is going to give us some prayer points and some healing while we're using it. So we're going to apply those changes to start with. Next, we're going to go down this side, get some prayer penetration, some shield, some regeneration, and some overhealing. That gives us 75% prayer penetration. We're then going to go across the middle, get some accuracy in our attacks, get some chance for max hits, the final bit of prayer penetration at the end there to get us up to 100%, so that when we hit Hunlef with magic while he's protecting magic, it's still going to hit as if he weren't protecting. Alright, that's our new setup complete. Let's go over to the Gauntlet and test it out. Nice, that's our first kill of the Gauntlet done. We didn't need any food at all for that kill, so that was nice and easy. But of course, the Corrupted Gauntlet is a little bit harder, so we'll see how that goes. And that's the first kill of the Corrupted Gauntlet. Did need a little bit of food, but generally it was nice and easy. And with that kill, we get another pact. Let's have a look at what we might want to choose. I think we might go with the extra magic damage and accuracy, just to increase that DPS that little bit more. It's been a while since I've been to Gauntlet, and so I completely forgot the strategy of going around the starting area. Instead, I've been going around Hunluff. Not quite the right strategy there. So far I have been creating the perfected corrupted staff, and it takes a while to go and find the orb. So I'm going to test out to see whether the attuned is good enough to kill the corrupted gauntlet. And if it is, then I don't need to worry about doing perfected every time. The answer is yes. Yes, it is good enough. Ooh, nice. Our first crystal armor seed. We'll need 5 more of those, I believe. Ooh, and we have the echo orb at kill count 8. And that's our first kill of the echo Hunluff. And that was our first attempt as well, so I'm pretty pleased with that. And we don't get anything interesting. Great. But we do have another demonic pact to use. I'm going to put this one into even more magic damage. Increase that DPS, yo. Alright, after a couple of deaths, we've now got our second echo kill. And let's see what we get. We get the Crystal Blessing. 2kc. Amazing. Equip 3 unique echo items complete. And I think that's a great place to end on. So I am going to be continuing with Gauntlet for a little while longer. I think I'm going to stay here until I've got the full crystal armor set and hopefully the enhanced weapon seed as well, as those are both tasks that need completing. So while I've got the build set up and I'm relatively comfortable with killing Gauntlet, I might as well stay and finish it off. But we will see that progress in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to keep up to date with my progress, and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the new format, what you like or don't like about it. Any feedback during these early days of my content creation is going to be hugely valuable. So let me know. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Bye!